Alright guys, I'm sitting in my pajamas early in the morning and I'm recording this video for you. Hopefully you will appreciate this, right? Inshallah you will do well for your exam. So we're just continuing on. I'm so sorry for the previous videos where the sound quality was very bad. My apologies for that. Unfortunately got no time now to change it, so please just bear with that static noise in the background. Right now we're going to do inequalities. So we're going to start off a grade 10 work, which is linear inequalities. Linear inequalities just means that it has x to the power of 1, and linear inequalities are basically when you have the less than, greater than, or greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to sign. So it's not an equal to sign, it's more to say that something is more than or less than and equal to, or more than and equal to. So remember now, when you see a sign like this, if it looks like an L, it means less than. And whenever you read an inequality, you read it from the left hand side to the right hand side, right? So let's start with this. So whenever you get something like this, the first thing you would do is exactly, you solve for x just like how you would solve for x generally. So I'll have x on this side, I take this x onto that side, becomes positive 2x. I have my less than sign, my 6 is on here, my 15 goes onto that side but becomes negative 15, and then I simplify both sides. So 3x is less than 6 minus 15 is, oh my word, minus 9, right? Now to get rid of a 3, I divide both sides by 3. So my final answer is equal to minus 9 divided by 3 is 369 minus 3. That's my final answer. But they can ask this question in many ways. They can say work out this inequality and show it graphically. So when they say show it graphically, they basically mean they want you to show it on the number line. So when you show it on the number line, you're going to say, right, minus 3. So you can make a number line like this. Then you'll have minus 3, so you can have like a minus 3 here, and it's less than, so it's towards the left hand side, less than, left hand side, but there's no equal to sign, so it's going to be an open circle and it's going to go towards the left like that. So that's my inequality, graphically. So this is my linear one. And if they say write it as an interval notation, interval notation basically means x is an element of, now it's going towards negative infinity, so you always start with a less number, so it's going to be open brackets, because positive infinity and negative infinity always has an open bracket. You put the semicolon and then you put negative 3 and you have a open bracket also. If this was colored in, or this was equal to, this would have become a square bracket. Or if they say write it as set builder notation, set builder notation is just like the standard form that we normally use, which is the one in purple. So those are the 3 different ways you would do it. Now let me give you one, so get ready to pause your video now and you do it. Right, so let's gonna go to this one here. I'm gonna say, let me give you one. Oh, also remember, when you do inequalities, if you divide by a negative, right, if you divide by a negative, the sign changes. You must remember that, right? That's an important note. If you divide by a negative, the sign changes. So let's do the next one. So the next one is going to be like this: 4 open brackets x minus 3 greater than 2 x minus 10. Remember, it's basically solving for x like normal, but then you either put it in interval notation, graphically, or normal set builder notation, right? Pause the video and do it yourself now. Right, so when you have to work it out, you're going to say 4 times x, 4 times negative 3, so 4x negative 12 greater than or equal to 2 times x, 2 times that, so 2x minus 20. Bring all your x's on the left hand side, bring all your numbers on the right hand side, and then you're going to solve both sides. Negative 20 plus 12 is negative 8. Now divide both sides by 2. So the answer will be x is greater than and equal to minus 4. Now if I have to show this, this is called set builder notation. If I have to show this graphically, then I would have had my number line like this. I would have negative 4. I would have a colored in circle because it's equal to, and I'll have it towards the right hand side. Sorry, that was my alarm. Right, to go towards the right hand side. But if I had to do it interval notation, my answer would have been x is an element of. Now you take the smaller number, so this is included, so it's a square bracket minus 4 positive infinity and open brackets like that. Right, that's very simple for linear inequalities. Now we're gonna, oh yeah, and then if you had linear inequalities where they had denominators, so you would do the same exact thing like how you would have done for solving for equations with x involved. But let's see if you can do something like that. Yeah, let's try it out. Okay. Okay, let's check for one. Right, I got one, a nice one for you. Right, if you had one like this, x minus 5 less than 2x plus 3. Right, pause it and do it yourself. Right, if you pause and do it yourself, you would have said x minus 2x is less than 3 plus 5. Here you would have gotten minus x is less than 8. Now remember, when you divide both sides by a negative, what happens to the sign? It changes. So it changes to the opposite. So from a less it went to a greater, minus 8. So that's set Boolean notation. If I had to show this graphically, I would have done it like this: minus 8 and greater than, so it's an open circle all the way that direction there. If I had to do it set interval notation, it would be like this: x is an element of open brackets minus 8 positive infinity open brackets. Alright, now let's move on to our next part. Let's do one where there is a fraction. So let's go to this one here: 3y plus 2 over 4 minus y minus 6 over 3 greater than 0. Right, do this yourself. Let's see if you can do it. Right, so you are basically going to multiply both sides by the opposite, because you want to get 12. So we got 12 on both sides, right? So 12 over, so 3 times 3 is 9, 12. Remember, 3 times this also, so 3 times that is plus 6. And you have a negative 4 times that, so you're going to have a negative, you're going to have a 12 here, you're going to say negative 4, so 4y, and then you're going to have negative 24 there. Then you're going to have greater than 0. Now remember, when you want to when you're solving for x, you can drop the denominator. So I can drop the denominator here. So it's going to be 9y plus 6 minus 4. Now remember, when you have a minus, you put the brackets. Minus 4 minus 24 is greater than 0. 9y plus 6 minus 4y plus 24 is greater than 0. 9 minus that is 5y is greater than, if I take this, it's 30, if I move it, this becomes minus 30. Divide both sides by 5, so y is greater than minus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, minus 6. And that's your answer. Then sometimes you get the ones where you have it in between, in the middle, and many people get confused with those ones there. But let's see if I can find one for you, because many people come and ask me about those types of questions. Oh, let me just make up one. Okay, so I'm going to make up one, so hopefully it will be right. So they're saying, what happens if you have less equal there, and you have 2x plus 5, and you got 8 on this side, and you got 10 on this side. Right, what happens if you have something like this? How do you work this out? So when you work this one out, it's going to be exactly the same thing. It's going to be exactly like how you Always do it. Let me just make this 18. Okay, right, let's start. So step number 1, if you have something like this, you would do it exactly the same, but you want to get rid of the stuff in the middle. So instead of a positive 5, I must have a negative 5. That cancels out with that. So I'll put a negative 5 on this side and a negative 5 on this side. Then I say, right, 2x. Put this, put this, put this. Here I'm going to have a positive 5. Here I'm going to have a 13. Right. Then I'm going to be like, okay, how do I get rid of the 2 in the middle? I divide both sides by 2. So whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. So my final answer would be 5 over 2 less than or equal to x, which is, so this means x is greater than or equal to 5 over 2, so it must be more than that, but it must be less than 13 over 2. So when I have to draw this graphically with or interval notation, it'll basically be x is an element of, and I'm going to have oh yeah, it's between these two numbers, right? So x is an element of square bracket here 5 over 2, and I'm going to have 13 over 2 here, but this is open because it's not equal to. Then if I have to go and do it graphically, it's going to be drawn like that. I'm going to have 5 over 2, I'm going to have 13 over 2, I'm going to have a colored in one here, I'm going to have an open one there, and that's my answer. Right, so this is all has to do with grade 10 inequalities, and hopefully linear inequalities. Hopefully you get it right in exams. So all the best, good luck.